If menopause has started to enter the picture and you're noticing your waistline is expanding without changing anything, I'm going to share with you today the 3 nutrition changes I made that helped me finally shed over 25 pounds of that menopause weight gain. It can be so frustrating that as our hormones are fluctuating, it seems like that scale keeps moving in the wrong direction despite our best efforts. And doctors aren't very much help during this phase because they don't really understand the nutrition aspects of this hormonal change. My name is Jenny Waters and I am a nutrition and habit coach for empty nest moms just like you. I help simplify the lifestyle changes you need to make in this stage of life to have more energy, lose that weight, and just to feel like yourself again. So in today's video, I'm going to share the 3 things that I focused on and finally started seeing progress. Now I want to caution you, this is not a crash diet. We are over that. I want you to take one nugget from this video and start implementing it and make that a habit before you move on to the next. Slow and steady changes are the way that you build a sustainable way to eat that you can do for the rest of your life. At our age, we're done with those diets that don't serve us anymore. We need to build a way that we can eat and live our life. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. And the last one is the one that made the most difference, but I'd say that's the one you want to work up to. The best place to start is with the first meal of the day, and that's your breakfast. So this could be when you're actually eating a meal, or it could be your coffee that you're dosing up with sugar and cream. I want you to think about whatever it is your standard breakfast is. We're going to work on that one first because it's a perfect way before decision fatigue hits in. You can make this breakfast a powerful way to start your day. And the way you do that is have it more protein and fat based and save the carbs for later. Growing up, we were taught cereal, waffles, muffins, pancakes for a great breakfast. But that sent us on a blood sugar roller coaster. And in menopause, that is especially important. We don't need that blood sugar to go on a roller coaster because it tanks our energy and has us storing more fat. You've probably heard of a keto type diet. I don't want you to do this the whole day, but think of breakfast as more keto-ish. Proteins and fats. And yes, eggs and uncured sugar-free bacon can do just that. Or it can be chia seed pudding or a fat and protein based green smoothie. Reduce those carbs on that first meal of the day. Get into the habit of having that protein packed breakfast to start the day. And if you're wondering what to eat for breakfast, I need a few recipes. In the caption below, I've given you a link to my free meal prep guide that gives you 3 recipes for these protein packed breakfasts. The next thing I focused on is probably something you know to do, but are you doing it? And that is amping up those veggies and fruit too, but mainly vegetables. You want to increase your fiber. And for women in this stage, you want at least 25 grams up to about 35 grams. Now, if you're not a vegetable eater, believe me, I wasn't a while back, but I am now. You want to do this slowly because if your body's not used to all that fiber, you are going to feel the gas and bloating. So you want to do this slowly and gradually. But we're building a sustainable way of eating, so you're in for this. You want to figure out ways to sneak in those veggies whenever you can. If you're having scrambled eggs, stick in some spinach. If you're having a smoothie, a handful of greens. But you want to make sure that vegetables are the star of the show. When you're planning your plate, half of them, make them vegetables. And this extra fiber is going to help you stay more satisfied. It's going to control your blood sugar better, especially if you eat it first. And it's going to trim that waistline. And that's exactly what we need in this stage of life. You've always thought of yourself as someone who doesn't like veggies. I want to challenge you on that thought. Think of a few vegetables that you like right now and can tolerate. And then start adding to that list and have an open mind. Maybe you were always served them boiled like I was, and I didn't like those mushy vegetables. So I figured out a way to roast them and season them the way I like. And I love and actually crave vegetables. And my family laughs at this because growing up, I was a very picky eater. And If it didn't come fried, I probably didn't like it. So we're getting away from French fries as a vegetable and moving into cruciferous vegetables, all the different colors. You want to think about nature's carbs. These are the plants that God made, not food that came out of a package made in a factory. You want to amp up those fruits and vegetables and try to get a variety of colors. Not only does that give you a variety of flavors, it makes your plate pretty, but different colors give you different benefits and different nutrients. So amp up those veggies. I'd love to know what's a vegetable that you eat now that you didn't as a kid. And I'll go first. Brussels sprouts. I hated them as a kid, but now I actually like them. So tell me in the comments what your vegetable is that you now like that you didn't before. You probably already knew that vegetables was going to be part of the game plan, but are you doing it? I want to challenge you to find new ways to get it in your diet. Maybe it's looking on Pinterest and finding recipes that make vegetables sound more appetizing to you. Maybe it's recreating restaurant salads at home where you have lots of different tastes in there. However you do it, you're building a way of eating that's going to take you for the years to come. So you want to find vegetables that you enjoy and you want to build on that list. Get in that fiber and you're going to see the benefits. Now the final tip I told you was a little advanced. And before you swipe when I say it, I want you to hang with me. And it's intermittent fasting. Now, when I first heard of fasting, I thought I was going to be starving and hangry all the time. But I suggest a gentler approach. The last meal of the day, I encourage you to close the kitchen. That means after you've had your last bite, your last calorie at that meal, then it's over. No alcohol or snacks on the couch while you're watching TV. Have it at dinner, but then have a cutoff. This gives you a great benefit of getting that digestion over with before you head to bed, so you're going to have better sleep. Your body can work on repairing itself, and it can eventually get into burning that fat. So closing the kitchen right after dinner is the first baby step into fasting. And whatever time that is, try to stretch it for 12 hours till your next meal, till your next calorie, and 8 hours of that is sleeping. So this should be pretty easy, but you want to baby step it. And if you feel like you're getting hangry, then break your fast. But see if you can stretch it to first 12 hours. And then as that gets easier, and we're doing this very slow and gradually, and like listening to our cues, a lot of times this is maybe not hunger that we're responding to, but maybe just habit. When I coach people to first start this, sometimes when they're hungry and they're trying to get over that snacking at night, tell them to go to bed early. That's the best way to get this going. You want your body to adjust and start having fat as fuel as well. Once 12 hours is doable, then start backing your breakfast back a little and see where your comfort zone is. That gives your body time overnight to repair and start burning some of that fat. And you're gonna notice a difference. If you have history with disordered eating, this one's not for you. Pass on this, focus on the other two. But if that's not the case, I want you to baby step into this intermittent fasting. I've noticed that it turns down the volume on my hunger hormones. I can go longer periods of time between meals, and I'm really being able to dial into when I'm actually hungry for food or when it's just a habit. Intermittent fasting has huge benefits for women our age. It can help balance hormones, it can boost your metabolism, and it can lower inflammation, which is the root cause of a lot of diseases. So the benefits are really big, so I want to encourage you to just experiment with it. Now, all of these tips probably make sense to you, but if you need a little more guidance in actually doing them and putting them into practice, I'd be happy to help you. That's what I do in my Fueled for Fun membership, and you can check the caption for the link. But whatever you do, don't subscribe to that menopause mindset that you just have to accept the weight gain, accept feeling like crap. You are made to feel great in this stage of life so that you can go out and follow new dreams and have fun. If you're having trouble getting over that mindset, I want you to check out this video here where I kind of help coach you through thinking differently so that you can put these tips into action.